gonna show you a pretty little map of Colombia so that you could be a know-it-all at the cocktail party and ask everyone which South American nation has beaches on both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. And you can find that map, incidentally, on the location that's in your program. And the little note that I put in your program is I'll send it to you electronically so that you don't have to feed that awful note into your browser. So anyway, the answer is Colombia. And furthermore, I'll send you some pretty tourist pictures so that you can learn a little bit more about this really wonderful country with an array of great architecture, wonderful, wonderful sculpture. Maybe you've seen those well, for one thing, music. How many of you are familiar with the pop singer Shakira? Oh yes, okay. Well, there you have two Colombian influences. You've got Shakira, who is of Lebanese background, and also Colombian, and those great rhythms are two of Colombia's heritages. And then too, there's the gold, the emeralds, and the duty-free island of San Andres. Can't beat it. So, but I'll send you all those links so that you can see some of them. There you see the Colombian flag. The original contact that led to the twinning with the Lafayette Daybreak Rotary Club with Cucuta Dos. And incidentally, they call themselves Cucuta Dos because Cucuta is a fairly large town, nearing 500,000 or so. And they've got 8 or 10 Rotary clubs. And they go Cucuta Uno, Dos, Tres, just like Sesame Street. They've got a whole bunch of Rotary clubs. And so the one we're twinned with is Cucuta Dos. And the origin of their twinning with us begins, I guess 2 or 3 years ago, when I got a letter from Pilar Serrano Elal of that club asking for some help in translating a letter. This I did, and we began to correspond, found out more about her, and we established kind of a friendship. We found out that we both enjoy a good laugh, and we began to call each other twins, and as you will see when you see the twinning ceremony, that's not precisely true. But in any case, we began to laugh about reasons we weren't twins. A few things like a generation of age difference, and the fact that we were different religions, different languages, different cultures, this, that, and the other thing. But I guess one of the things that suggested to me that they would be great twins for a Rotary Club is her intense interest in the special needs kids in the Jaime Garzon High School. She was so intensely interested that she called these kids her children, and that began to suggest to me that I had hold of someone there who would be very, very dependable in doing the things that Rotary absolutely requires, which is a definite, dependable reporting person for turning out information about what exactly was done with the money. And for that reason, I became very much interested in doing what we could for them. And so I started with her discussing the possibility of putting in an application for what was called a district simplified grant. And this we did. We put in an application for that and put up $250 of club money and applied for another $250 from the district. Got that. And what was being done at this school called the Jaime Garzon School in an impoverished district of Cucuta was that they were uniting the school district, the Department of Education of the state in which Cucuta is. They call their states departamentos, departments, the way it's done in France. The Department of Education and also Rotary. So you have a three-way uniting of bureaucracies, which is healthy. And so they were all working together to get classrooms remodeled in an existing school so that these classrooms could be used to train special needs children to have a vocation that they could use and therefore not be out on the street begging. Now, both countries, the U.S. and Colombia, have a problem. We do really well with, or we do reasonably well, let's say, with academic preparation of children and run them through high school and on through college. And yeah, there are dropout problems and so forth and so on, but we do reasonably well. And the problem then is that there are plenty of people who don't get attention to their special needs situations. And it's true in both countries. And so what they hope then is that outfitting these classrooms will at least ameliorate the situation in Cucuta so that there will be fewer kids out on the streets. And this first classroom was done up in the form of a restaurant so that kids could take simplified restaurant jobs. They could be trained for them, and there would be at least some employment for them, and in some cases for their parents. And that exactly is what's happening. Well, and so because of that, we have decided that our clubs should establish a twinning relationship. And so what happened then was they put on YouTube a twinning ceremony. And this, David will let you see right now. I think I can. There it is. You hear our national anthem. The president, and then you see Pilar, my alleged twin. He's showing that he received the twin, and now Pilar is about to explain what it is that this is Mawaldo, the president now. there's my twin sister, and she's about to say some of the very things that I just said about how we began to correspond and so forth. So if I can have some lights up, I'll read to you the letter of proclamation that that she sent us, which I've translated to English. She says, "To our brothers and sisters in Rotary, it has been a matter of honor, joy, and pride to make the twinning of our clubs a reality. We hope that the ties that link us today last across generations as an example of what it means to fulfill the promise of our Rotarian mottos regarding the vocation of service. It is my personal pride to have found in this wide, wide world so many people as marvelous as my brother Alan. May God reward him." Well, she said it, I didn't. "May God reward him and his club, you, that is, for helping us with our projects for impoverished special needs children. I hope that someday soon we have the honor of having them, that's you, visit us. Our doors are always open. For now, accept a big hug from your Rotarian brothers and sisters. Pilar Serrano Elal, Club Rotario Cucuta II, Colombia, Sudamérica." Then we are about then to present, we're about to sort of sign